What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister Destiny.
What's up?
Our brother Derek.
What's up?
And my friend Dan.
What's going on?
And this week we're talking about The Lincoln Lawyer. Why is he called The Lincoln Lawyer? That's the first thing.
He drives a
Lincoln, but that's...
No, it's not because basically his office is in the back of the car.
He does. Yeah, he doesn't have a law office.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Everybody did
Lincoln.
stop him, like, in his car.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they drive up to his window, like, I need a lawyer, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why he's called the Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah.
But in your defense, they do not explain that in the movie.
Maybe that's why you guys should read the book.
Well, because I thought he did have an actual office. He just never went to it.
No. He only, I think in the third book, he rents out an office for a little bit, but he does not have an office.
Interesting.
He just got that little office in his house or at home. But that's it.
Yeah, but no. Because, like, even, like, if you see when his receptionist, which, by the way, is his ex-wife, they do not say that in the movie.
They also do not say that.
She is working out of her home.
Wait, his receptionist is his ex-wife? I thought the DA was his ex-wife.
They're both his ex-wife.
Oh, bro.
No, I didn't catch that either. I thought it was just the one. But okay.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Because the one that he had the daughter by.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the DA.
Marissa
Yeah.
Tomei.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the story of this movie, you know, he is a defense attorney. Apparently, everybody hates him because he's a defense attorney.
Yeah, that narrative.
Because, yeah.
I didn't get
defense
it.
attorneys kind of get a bad.
Yeah.
And I think it's a little messed up. It was like, we need to address something here. Like, I get that you're saying, like, oh, well, you've let so-and-so off. And yes, he was defending bad people, but everyone deserves defense, right? Isn't that how we set up the justice system?
But see, people tend to ignore it because everyone thinks about the worst of the worst. And I get in one way, it's like, how could you defend, like, John Wayne Gacy or something, you know?
Right.
But he has
Like,
to have a defense when he goes to trial.
Which, but if I was a lawyer, I would be so far away from that. But at the same time, they're working under guys that all prosecutors and all cops are on the up and up. And we know that's not
Right, and
that's
that's
not
not the case.
Like, we
Yes.
have so many examples of people phoning it in, or they pick the first the suspect, because that's the easy one. This guy did it, and we're not going to look for anyone else. So this is why we have defense attorneys.
Yeah.
I believe he vaguely touched on that too when he was speaking to the other lawyer.
Yeah,
how
well,
it
it
happened.
was definitely touched on in this movie because even he himself,
Mhm.
like had a client that he just didn't believe was innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And turned
sent
out
him
they
to jail.
were. So like you need defense attorneys, right? What is an innocent person supposed to do when the detectives is like, you murdered them? And it's like, well, you just go to jail? Like
Right.
Yeah, but that's exactly right.
Right,
Because
that's why
for
you
the
need a
case
defense.
that, okay, a guilty person can get off. True, no one wants that. But just as likely for an innocent person to go to jail for a crime they didn't commit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because he even said that he said that his father would say that the hardest person to defend is an actual
Yeah, he
innocent
said, like, the
man.
worst client to have is an innocent person.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you defend someone who's truly innocent and
Mm-hmm.
they go to jail, like, you can't live with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's complete, because now someone who didn't commit the crime that's why he worked so hard to get Mendoza, right?
Hernandez.
Yeah,
Yes.
to get-
Michael Pena's character.
To get him off, because he realized, like, this man has been sitting in jail for 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
right? Scheduled to do 15 for a crime he didn't commit, and the guilty party is my client.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so that was messed up. Okay, so back to the story. So yes, he has a client who claims they're innocent for beating up a girl. Like he was saying, he was framed by her, and it turns out the client is not innocent, and he has a track record of framing innocent parties for the crimes that he commits.
Yeah.
So, the Lincoln Lawyer now has to resolve this, which his hands is tied by the law because
Right.
he's now representing this guilty party,
Mhm.
and he can't bring forth the information because it's a violation.
Attorney client privilege.
Confidentiality.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, bro,
And he
there's
can no
gotta
longer
be
practice.
some kind of loophole with this, because I'm like, that's messed up. I get,
Mhm.
like, if you find out your client is guilty, you still have to defend him. But, like, if you find out, like, that they put an innocent person in prison, is still that I can't do anything about this.
What can you do without turning in your own client?
Yeah.
I was going to say this. In the real world, Michael Pena's character stays in prison.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably more likely.
Yeah.
Even though they found
It's
out
really
he was
difficult
innocent.
to turn that around.
Because you would need. Well,
Well,
they had new evidence?
They found new evidence.
Okay.
Because now they know what they're looking for, which is the only reason why he gets out.
Because like
True.
now, even if there's like we know the person's in prison
Mhm.
innocently, it's like, oh, without new evidence to bring the case back up, we can't let them out.
Because
And
you
which I'm
need-
like,
Which
that's
is ridiculous.
Because I don't know if
ridiculous.
it's a law or not. Maybe it is. It's like you have to have new evidence for a new trial.
Right.
So then it's like,
yeah.
okay,
So it has to be something brought up to be able to defend
It can't just be a
again.
confession from the actual person that committed the crime, which is.
doesn't make sense to me. Wouldn't that be your new evidence?
So I'm like, so we would rather leave a person in jail, like, hey, we know you didn't do it, but we said you have to be here, so
which I think we covered when it says that we assume that all prosecutors and cops are on up and up, and that's not true.
yeah.
It is
Yeah.
not.
So yeah, because they would probably fight against reopening that. for
Yeah,
him.
because it's like, hey, we got this guy from murdering this woman. I mean, she got stabbed 52 times.
Mhm.
They ain't trying to open up that case again.
Right.
Yeah. So, that's the gist of the story. So now let's talk about everything. First of all, man, the actors in this, I was like,
A ton. It's
I was
like
man,
everybody.
you got everybody in this,
You got
man.
Matthew McConaughey. You
Bryan
got
Cranston, Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, I was like Bryan Cranston.
William H
Yeah.
Macy's hair.
Woo, that hair and that mustache.
Hey, he had it, man.
He had it going on, and there was always a slight breeze every scene he was in.
Michael Pena was in there. Even the person he was defending, I don't know his name, but I definitely seen
Ryan
him.
Philippe.
Yeah.
Philippe,
Oh wait,
yeah.
he was in Truth and Lies.
Yes.
Which was
Oh,
a
yeah.
really good show. At least the first season. I didn't watch the second one.
Yeah.
It was a really good show.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah. So Ryan Felipe, just name, just
Yeah,
ton
just
of names,
every
man.
character was.
Star-studded.
Yeah, like I don't think there was a random like, oh hey, that's a random character. It's just every single person was like a legit actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and I think it was wonderfully acted by everybody. I think they did a really good job, except for the one person called to the stand.
That guy that he shouldn't have called.
No, the guy, the guy that was admitting to hiring a
Oh,
prostitute.
the first guy.
Oh, the guy with the
blonde hair.
tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was
Yeah.
saying he was the first person that saw her, and then Ryan Felipe's character
Yeah.
Mm.
came in afterwards.
Okay,
Yeah,
Well,
I'm like, you need an acting coach. That was just horrible, man.
Well, he was the only one not a named actor.
Well,
But maybe he was
not a name
supposed
for
to
a reason.
act
I'm like,
that,
was
though.
he supposed to?
Like,
Because
I
he
mean-
definitely did. I'm like,
Yeah, I took it as that's how he was supposed to
Like,
act.
yeah,
that's what I was
but
thinking.
Was it? I don't know. It was still. It was.
it was over the top. But maybe that was the point.
like,
Yeah, that's how I took
you
it.
definitely notice it. Like, it's definitely noticeable.
Yeah, I
mean,
took it as
like-
that he was supposed to be over the top
Mhm.
because he thinks of himself more than necessary.
I can't
So
go
it's
from
just
a scene
like,
with Matthew McConaughey and then see that and not notice. Like, I'm like,
yeah,
this is how
yeah. I felt like he was just supposed to be extra like that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but they were on point with that, and actually, really good story. You know,
Hmm.
I think so.
I was in it at first. I thought Ryan Felipe's character was innocent.
I think
Yeah,
that was
because
a
of the way
good.
that he was acting. I was like, he really
Yeah.
acting like his lip
Yeah.
quivering and whining and all
Yeah.
that. I'm like,
Yeah.
he really
But
saying
I
And the fact
like-
that I'm like, I'm not taking the plea deal because mostly it's innocent people that's like that. Like,
Mhm.
well, I mean, sadly, they convince a lot of innocent people to take plea deals.
Well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
in this movie too.
yeah.
Although I was thinking a lot about that case. Like, he doesn't win. Michael
What?
Pena's character,
Yeah, no.
he doesn't win.
He doesn't win.
Like, I know it's like you felt bad. Like, I convinced him to take the plea deal and to get 15 instead of life. Well, he got life instead of the death penalty. But I'm
But he
thinking
gets
like,
life with parole after 15.
yeah. And I'm just like, you
That's-
couldn't have won that case, even if you didn't convince him
That's
to
what he
plea.
told him. He was like, this is our only play. This is the
Yeah.
only way we can
Yeah.
go.
But you know what?
Because
I'm
if they
still not-
lose,
Then
gets the
that-
death
he gets the death penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still not. I mean, if it's something I did not do, I'm not going to sit there and say I did it.
there are
But
some
do it because
people
people take
on death
like,
row.
either be on death row or get out in 15 when you're 40.
Yeah, that always sounds like the better deal.
It sounds like the better deal.
I mean, no, I get it. I'm not blaming the people for taking it.
I don't know. I mean, in that, I always be like,
In
I'd
that
never do it. But if
scenario,
I'm in
it's
that
like,
situation,
I probably would.
you would consider it.
Yeah,
You would definitely
I
consider
I
it.
would, yeah.
Because like, look,
I'm
if
considered.
we go through this case and it doesn't look like I'm going to win, but I go through it anyway,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
find me guilty, that's death penalty.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now,
So-
all right. So now
Well, no, we're
I could be spending 15 years in prison
Yeah.
still
Yeah, still.
and get put to death.
no. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
we're not in a state with the death penalty. We don't have death
Yes,
penalty.
we
Do we?
are.
Do we?
Aren't we?
I don't think we.
No,
we don't have death penalty.
I don't think
I
we
don't
have
think
the
in
death
Ohio.
penalty here.
Oh.
This ain't Texas.
Because yes, if I'm facing the death
Oh,
penalty,
there's so
then
many
I
people
might
on death row in
actually-
Texas.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
ridiculous.
Texas. You know,
They don't even have a. I mean, they don't even have enough days in a year on how many people on death row in Texas.
It's like, yeah, don't do nothing wrong in Texas.
Man, don't even breathe
Yes,
wrong.
they do.
Never, right. I could
Oh, they
never-
do?
They do?
Yeah.
There's been plenty of people in Ohio that deserve to be on the death row. I'm like, are they lenient?
Yeah, we have the death penalty.
we just haven't had one in 5 years.
Yeah.
5?
And we're still in the top 8.
Yeah, we're in the top 8 for states that have.
Wow.
I think our parameters
That's
for the
surprising.
death penalty is probably much steeper than Texas is.
And, I mean, Texas is, they're ready to flip that switch.
Yeah,
So it's
soon,
like they need
soon
it.
as you kill someone,
Also,
innocent or guilty.
they keep talking about the needle. Yeah, it's been said that like it is not like we act like it's a humane way to kill people, and
I
it's
don't
not.
understand why we don't like just.
They said it's
overdose
painful.
people
No,
on,
the way
like-
that they die,
Yeah, they said it's
Very
painful.
painful.
like
Very
that's
painful.
excruciatingly
Why
painful.
don't we just like overdose them on like morphine or something?
Or like okay, I look.
Because it seems.
Yeah,
like,
because you will just fall
This
asleep.
seems really
Okay,
morbid.
yeah.
Okay,
This sounds
yeah.
really
Yeah.
morbid.
Mhm.
But like put them to sleep because we have things that can put people to sleep, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then shoot them.
How is that better?
They don't feel it.
They won't feel it.
They won't feel it. All the other ways that we
I'm
that the
sorry,
death penalty.
that's messed up. I will not agree with this. That's messed up.
So you okay with just putting someone in the guillotine?
Nobody's
No.
used guillotine for anything.
No, but I'm sorry, but shooting a sleeping man just seems worse.
So you want
It's
him
painless.
alive?
Look,
You want him alive
rather
than shoot
have
him?
him feel like he's burning from the inside with some chemicals.
Yeah, like
I-
a burning needly pin. Like that's
no, I don't think any
Or
of it's
being
ideal.
electrocuted alive.
No, that's none of it's
then having to
ideal.
electrocute you again. 'Cause that one can kill you all the way.
Yeah, that's messed up. If you survive
Yeah.
the first time, you
I'm
get
like,
to
yeah,
walk
if you-
away.
You're right. If you survive, hey, you got it.
All right,
Like
go ahead.
you've done it. You've done it. You're free. Okay. I don't think
yeah.
he's committing any more crimes. Okay.
Not
Never
after
going
that.
through this. No.
Are you even the same person after that?
No.
With that being said,
He's a different person.
I'm not a person
probably
that's
can't even
like
kill nobody
for
after
the
that.
death
He's like-
penalty. So
I don't know.
let's not kill people.
There could be a better way. Not your suggestion.
At least they didn't feel it. I'm sorry.
I don't know. That just seems messed up.
Oh, well, I guess you got to be like, who's the person shooting them? Like, because are they getting some kind of joy from shooting people?
It's usually
It's better than fire
usually,
squad, 'cause that was horrible too.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, because wasn't the fire squad usually like the military?
Yeah, and then they didn't always hit, like
And no one knew who had the
the bullet.
bullet.
Oh yeah.
That way you didn't know if you were the one that killed him. I honestly, I think that would still bother people. Like, I don't know if I'm the one that killed him, and you can
Yeah, if
still
you
go
don't-
home and be like,
you don't
did
know.
I kill him? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, if you don't know, then like yeah, it's still gonna mess with
Yeah,
you.
not knowing is just as bad as knowing, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
worse to me.
it's worse.
Yeah, it's worse because you're going back and forth with it the whole time. If you know, then you just know.
Yeah.
But if you're going back and forth with it the whole time, it's like yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna mess with you.
I don't know.
I've
None of
always said the
this-
solution is a survival island. So I know people talk about like, oh, wasting funds on them in prison or whatever. So if you have an island
Mhm.
and then you put your worst there, like, okay, you have to live on this island now and survive.
I kind of dig that.
You know,
I feel
we
it.
don't have to
I dig that.
spend money in there,
Mhm.
and
Kind of like the Predator.
you're
movie.
not killing them.
Yeah, y'all gotta learn how to feed yourselves and shelter and all that.
Yeah. Make your own nation now.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's how the Predator
I mean,
movie
that's what they
was.
did with Australia.
Wouldn't that be like the Lord
Wait,
of the
Alien versus
Flies?
Predator?
Would that be?
It was the third Predator movie.
No, it's
With the
Australia.
What they did
Lord of the
was
Flies, they were lost.
they took
Those little
criminals
kids got stranded and then they
and
ended
they
up
dropped
acting
them on
crazy.
the island with the predators.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I dig that.
That was a good book.
Lord of the Flies. Yes.
Lord of the Flies.
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't read that in school?
I feel
Yeah.
like I heard of it, but I probably didn't read it. Like most of the books I
Yeah,
didn't
it was
read.
like these prep school kids,
just
like little kids,
cheated.
not like middle school kids. Like
I've got the conch.
and they were stranded on this island, and they just basically end up acting like a bunch of crazy people, and they murdered.
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it
They
was.
end up killing each other.
Oh, like Hunger
kinda-
The Hunger
Games.
Games?
No.
No.
Hunger Games, they're forced into the
into
arena
the-
to fight each other. This
These
is
were
completely
kids
They
different.
weren't
stuck
forced
on
on
an
that
island. They were stuck on an island.
So-
This was all about how they were trying to survive, but they weren't very good at
So they
it.
weren't forced to murder that.
Well, they were children, so
They were children, and they were started acting like children.
Okay.
And just read the book.
I don't want to.
Okay.
This is how
See,
I
I
got
don't like
past the
thinking
school. I'm
about
like, all
that,
right, so
'cause
tell me what happened.
with these kind of stories, I think about my kids, and then I try to think about how would they do stranded by themselves. And then I'm
I
like,
think that your story ends
They
just
would not
how
do
that
well.
story ended.
yeah.
They would not do well.
No, they
I know
wouldn't.
mine wouldn't. They always be arguing over the nonsense now. I'm like,
See, exactly like the book.
mm,
So yeah, you guys
Start
should read
working on
more.
Okay, but anyhow, back to
fine, I will
the
try.
story. So we were talking about why Malcolm Pena took the
Did it?
Plea.
plea deal, which makes sense. Yes,
Mhm.
if I'm facing the death penalty, I'm definitely considering taking that plea deal, especially if we've got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm facing life in prison, I might, because I could still possibly fight my way out of it, maybe, but yeah, you can't fight it after death, so
true. That.
yeah. So yeah, that makes the story, like, it was a very compelling story. Like,
Mhm.
and then after I found out that his client was actually guilty, I'm like, how does he get out of this? And then, like,
Then
they kill his friend and frame him for it.
Yeah.
he was wondering why he hired him all the whole time.
Right,
Like,
like,
yeah,
it
that's
didn't
why
make
he hired him.
sense.
Yeah.
Because it's just like he's like a low level defense lawyer. Like
Right. And it's like, why does this rich family
hire him?
hire me?
It doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
They got lawyers at their fingertips.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
He
like-
said that too.
Like you don't.
Well, they
hire
had the
this
one
guy.
lawyer overseeing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was a real
Well, so
estate
to
lawyer.
explain it to the audience, so like they hired Matthew McConaughey because he was the lawyer for Michael Pena's case.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
therefore-
that gives them the protection. We were talking about that attorney-client privilege.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So even if Matthew McConaughey finds out
He can't do
that
nothing about it.
about the murder before, he can't do anything because he's tied up by the law. We
Mhm.
got to find out a better way to make this stuff work. I'm just saying, like,
Well, I mean,
I agree, but this is the justice system.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so who wrote this? It was really good.
Michael Connolly.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Conley?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He said that like he knew.
Like he knew who
It's
he
like,
was.
oh yeah. No.
No, I know it's not that one, but I'm talking about the one that played for the Grizzlies. Or he did. He might not be there no more.
All right.
Yeah, but you know what I like about this movie though is like up until you find out that Ryan Phillippe's character, which was Louis Roulet,
Yeah.
Mhm.
was actually guilty. He acted like completely innocent, entitled rich boy.
Yeah.
And then when you find out he's guilty, his character completely changed, and you
Mm-hmm.
kind of see like this dude is insane. But
Right.
it's the same thing with like Michael Pena, right? When they go through the flashback and he's like innocent, he's crying like I didn't do it. Then we see him in jail the next time. It's a completely different character. Like we said before, like I think this movie was really well acted because those two characters changed completely,
Mhm.
like the reverse of each other.
Right.
And I thought it was well done because you find about Ryan's character like midway through the movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I would say.
that was really well done.
Mhm.
And then I'm just wondering how he gets himself out of it. So how he solves this, one, kudos to Matthew McConaughey's character he's like, okay, I need to get Hernandez off. It wasn't about just him getting himself out of the situation.
Mhm.
He's like, okay, there's an innocent man in prison. I need to get him out.
Right.
Mhm.
Because he's an innocent man in prison. I feel like we all should feel like that. There are people out here that don't feel that way.
Mhm.
That's just like, well, and I'm like, what do you
Yeah.
mean,
What do
well?
you mean, oh, well? If it was you, would you be
Yeah.
feeling the same way? No,
Yes.
you wouldn't.
You know, like we brought up the whole thing where everyone's talking about like how could you be a defense lawyer or whatever. It shows that like he really did have a heart.
Mhm.
Like yeah, he defended a lot of people that were guilty, but he would never want a client who was actually innocent doing time for something he didn't deserve.
Right.
And I think it showed that like he really is a good person that was getting a bad rap simply because of what his job is.
Yeah.
Right.
So he gets out of this. It was interesting how he like put things together. So one, they're framing him for killing his friend, right? They stole his gun from his office and shot his friend with his gun.
Right.
I mean, like, everything looked pretty bad in that situation.
Mhm.
I don't know. I kept thinking, like, oh, are you going to record something they've said? You know, I would definitely, like, if I'm in this situation, I'm starting recording everything.
Like all of the
Like,
bullets.
you know, because there were a lot of things that both Ryan Felipe's character and his mother said that would have been like, well, that's
But-
it.
There's
As
that.
long as Ryan is his one, they're in California. You cannot record someone without telling them.
God, California, come on.
California.
And then even if it recorded, it's still his client.
Yeah.
But that's not, no, doesn't it only go for, like, when we're talking about the case?
But his client like Ryan could have admitted to murdering Levin. He can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he said it only didn't protect his mother. So like they could have had his mother testify as to what was said between him and
Yeah.
her son, but like he couldn't say anything.
Yeah.
So that's why he had to have her leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. That was also a very smart part to put in the movie because that's
Yeah.
that's true.
So he went, I mean, like, I don't know. I would have thought of these type of things. So one, he had to win his case because he has to make it look like
He's fighting.
you know, can't make it seem like he's not actually being the lawyer for him. Otherwise, Ryan Felipe's character is going to, you know, go forward with all of his plan too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Frame
still
him.
got to defend your client. Even though now you hate your client.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
super guilty.
Mhm.
Which would have been fine before you realized that he murdered someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you still got to defend him, get off. But at the same time, find a way to get your other client out of jail and send Ryan to jail for that crime.
Yeah.
All without doing anything illegal
Yeah.
that you will lose your license over.
Yeah.
Which
So what he
did
does
well
is,
on.
well, sort of,
Yeah.
not illegal.
Yeah, I'm about to say he did kind of well on, but
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he broke some laws.
Well,
Or
okay.
skirted
So
the-
one, he got the courthouse snitch out of prison to, like, lie and say
Yeah.
that Ryan Felipe
It
committed the
wasn't
crimes.
a complete lie because we got to remember the snitch was already on the witness list, and that's
Yeah.
why I had to find my book to figure out because the movie didn't really go through, and I'm like,
Well, he did look at the witness list and find him.
He was already
Yeah.
there. What he did was he fed the snitch information
Information.
about the other girl, Renteria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fed her the information about the snake tattoo.
yeah, because
So-
that's when everybody in the courtroom started looking around like, how would he know?
Exactly. So that way the cops will look into this case again. That's what he wanted, and that's
Yeah.
what he gave Corliss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Corliss was already on the list to say what he said when he's like, he told me like I gave this girl what she deserved. That was already going to happen. He fed him the information about the tattoo on the other girl,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
which is I think illegal, but
It is.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But you can't trace it back
I
to
think,
him, so
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I believe they do stuff like that in real life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, he used it to help him win his case because then he went to prove that, like, hey, Corliss is he's lied on someone before,
exactly.
Mhm.
and so it got the case thrown out.
Mhm.
But in the again, this was clever. So in getting the case thrown out, he also tipped off the police about the other murder,
Yeah.
which gets his client arrested again. Now it couldn't stick, but like he was able to turn things around that way,
Yeah.
Mhm.
which I'm like.
Makes sense because now the cops are looking at it, and now that you can arrest this man, you can search his house or whatever. Now you can find new evidence that can put him away for this murder,
Yeah.
and then get.
Also gets
Martinez.
Lieutenant Hernandez.
You
Hernandez.
call this man every last name but his actual name.
It's a
God,
fictional
guys.
character.
God, it was Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Jose Hernandez. Okay,
It was Jose. Right?
it was Jose.
It was no,
No,
it was Jesus.
God darn it.
Yeah, Jesus Hernandez. Yeah,
It did all of this
I'm
talking.
like, was it Jose? I thought it
See?
was Jesus Hernandez.
See, he did all that talking about us getting his name wrong.
Yeah, Jesus
Wow.
Hernandez.
It starts with the same letter. Don't even.
Well, wow.
God.
I was gonna bring up something on The Simpsons, but I'm like, I probably
It
shouldn't
was
say that.
Jesus Hernandez.
Yeah, Jesus Hernandez.
And they got him off because of the new evidence showing up. All right, so now his client's trying to kill him, his family.
All
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Because he had his gun, he was going to kill his family and try to frame him for murdering his family or something like that. That's what it
Yeah.
seemed like. They didn't say that, but it looked like
I
that
think
way.
at this
That
point,
is what it
I
looked
think
like,
he just wanted
but-
revenge. You know what I mean?
Well,
Because
yeah.
he know.
But it's like if you a lawyer, you got this rare gun or something that you have at your house. It's like, think about it. Why would I take this rare gun and go kill my friend with it?
Yeah.
And knowing that y'all could trace this back to me, like why would I do that? Why would I go
Yeah.
get another gun that can't be traced back to me or not, that's not so rare?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense. Like this
So
guy,
that's what he ended up doing anyway.
Yeah,
He ended up getting a
Getting a
gun
gun,
off
yeah.
the street.
and unmarked,
Which
no serial
doesn't work
numbers.
because
why doesn't
okay.
it work?
all right. So first of all, he gets the biker gang to beat up.
Yes. Now that was some
funny.
poetic justice.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was good.
Mhm.
And then he goes back to his office, and the mother is in the office.
Yeah.
And she's like, my son didn't kill your friend. I did.
Mhm.
And then she shoots him
Mhm.
with his gun.
With his own gun.
Yeah,
At
his
this
own
point,
gun.
I think they're raveling and don't care.
Yeah, because I'm like, why would
Yeah.
you shoot him with it? So what? He shot himself in the stomach?
No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. At this
Yeah,
point,
yeah, they raveling
they're-
at this point.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
unraveling. It doesn't even
Yeah.
matter.
But he shoots her. The
Yeah.
reason why I was saying his untraceable gun doesn't work because at this point he has to call 911,
Which he did.
Which it was self-defense. He's off on that. But he
Right.
does have an unregistered
Unregistered gun.
that he shot her with.
Yeah, I don't think he got the. I think he just needed a gun. Best and quickest way to get a gun is from your, ex-convict driver.
Yes, but it was unregistered, so they're gonna act like they're not gonna look into
You're
the
not-
gun
not
that
gonna
killed
overlook
her.
that.
No,
They
I'm not.
are.
He's not gonna go down for murder, but he would
He
get
go
probably
down for
get.
the illegal gun.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what happened in the book.
All right.
The gun is not unregistered.
Oh.
It was actually Earl's father's gun.
Oh, he borrowed
Okay.
it.
So he's like, this gun is clean because it's a legitimate gun that he borrowed from his dad.
Okay.
So he gets in
Oh.
trouble for borrowing a gun, from using a gun that's not registered to him, but not really using a street weapon.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So-
all right. And I mean, like, I don't think they would have charged him really for it. Anyway.
No,
Well,
it's strictly it is self defense.
Yeah.
It bears on his license though.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got to be above the law.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think smart move from Earl was like, I'll get you a gun, but I'm not getting you a gun off the street, which is basically what he did.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So he kills the mother. Because again, like you said, unraveling. I don't know
They
why
were
she.
definitely unraveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were unraveling. Like once the police arrested her son after he had won the court case, you could tell her like what the heck going on. Then she
Yeah.
got mad.
They
at
got a
the boys,
warrant
like,
that quick.
Yeah.
like, oh, shut up, just get my son out of jail.
Like, I know I keep bringing up the book, but I think the book fills in gaps.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. All right.
Break it out.
He was saying, so he wanted that, all that stuff bring up so the cops can look into the case again. In the book, he's like, you guys arrested him too fast. We don't have enough. Because basically, the cops were like, oh, we'll hold him and he'll confess. This man ain't confessing.
No, he's not.
nothing.
Right. He put an innocent person in jail. He's
Yeah,
not
like
confessing.
he gets off on the people doing time for his crimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that man we talking about, we didn't like on the stand, the bad actor.
Right. That's who was gonna go to
That's the one
jail.
who's gonna take, and his attitude, he be in jail.
Yeah.
So basically, in the book, he was mad because he's like, you guys move too fast. We don't have nothing on him. So that's the same thing. It's like, you can get an arrest warrant.
Yeah.
But if you have no proof of the crime, you
Right.
eventually got to let
And
the
that's
man
what he
go.
was saying to him when he got to the house.
Yeah.
He was just pissed off that he did it.
Yeah.
But he was just like he said he was like, I'm not going to go to prison for this.
Yeah.
They don't have enough.
And yeah, at that time, they didn't have enough.
And that's what I would have recorded. You can't say attorney-client. Actually, it was over.
You can't
Right
record
there.
them.
He's like, I'm not.
You can't
not
record.
recording.
You can't. Yeah, you can't use it as evidence.
California.
And that's why he had him beat up by the biker gang.
Exactly. I mean, at that point, it's like, I'm just going to have, well, he said the hospital, not the morgue.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
you know, he
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
kill
they
him.
didn't kill him.
Well, yeah, and they weren't gonna go forward with that anyway.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So eventually the cops found enough to get him, but at that time, they didn't have nearly
Yeah.
enough.
The end of the movie, they're just like, oh, so he's going to jail and Hernandez is off, huh? Yeah. I'm like, you're gonna elaborate on that, or?
No, make the movie too long.
Okay.
Yeah, no. And then there was another girl, too. Besides the two.
Well, I would imagine he said it in the movie, but I would
Yeah.
imagine a person like this wasn't his first two
No.
victims.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of person you gotta be? Like, so I like to find
Prostitutes.
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 One rape the
And rape.
prostitute,
Right.
and then stab.
and then kill them and then blame someone else.
You know what I was
Yeah.
wondering?
That's
How do you
just
punch someone
way off.
only on one side of their face?
He hit him with the door.
Yeah.
So they would peek over the door from the one side,
Right.
and he pushed the
He
door
pushed
open.
the door.
That's why both of them
Oh.
had cuts on
I
on their
was just
forehead, and it
yeah.
was and they
Yeah,
were
so he
bruised on
didn't
the one
punch
side.
them in the face.
Oh.
The door hits them and it startles them because
Right.
of course, and then he takes control over them with a knife.
Right.
And then that's when he
'Cause
rapes
I'm
them.
like, how is it possible? Like, you don't use your other hand to fight? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he doesn't physically have to hit them at all at
After
that point.
that initial. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Believe that.
So it's like with the girl that lived, and honestly, she only lived because of the neighbors.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I don't think he was expecting her to fight.
Fight
that
back.
hard.
Yeah.
yeah, she fought back.
Yeah, but
Also,
like
hold on,
she
hold on,
caught
hold
the
on.
full blunt of the door.
I know this is a nitpick. I'm sorry,
Uh-huh.
but they were talking about how she was down and out and stuff, which is why she has to prostitute and whatnot. Her house was pretty
They're
nice.
really nice.
That was
Right.
a really
Yes.
nice house.
Like when he was
Yeah.
walking up, I'm like, is this her spot?
This is her spot.
Right.
It was a very nice
It was
place.
a nice house.
Right.
Was she down and out? I don't think
He's
she
making
was.
like $1,000 a night.
No, but she said she was down and out.
Yeah,
she
like
needed
was
the
struggling
money.
having-
Right.
She
That's
was
what they were
struggling.
saying.
That wasn't struggling. Yes,
Yeah.
there are high end prostitutes. Okay, I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. I'm not
Mhm.
saying that. Like,
Escorts.
okay, I'm saying she was talking about how down and out she was, and they were trying to, prove that she was doing this to get money or whatnot. And I'm like, she's
Like
got
she
a
was
nice
struggling
place.
to
I
eat or
don't
something.
know.
Like,
Nah,
if she's
she was living
struggling-
yeah, she was really real nice. Had a nice pool out there and everything. Like,
See,
come on now.
That's expensive. You know how much rent is in LA?
But you can't call yourself down and out if that's what
Yeah.
you're.
Well, they were saying that she was down, and that's what they were
No,
saying.
she said she needed
She
the
said
money.
she needed the
said
money.
She needed the money.
She did.
Oh, I missed
Maybe
that part.
because she bought a house that was too expensive. I don't know.
I mean, that could be.
Yeah.
But that's
Well,
not
maybe
down and out,
she's
though.
like pretending like she has this high
'Cause down
class
and out is
lifestyle to
Right.
draw in hot people with money.
That is true, right?
I
Like,
think
he's
all
not
you
gonna
need
go
is
to a
your-
motel, right?
Right.
Well,
Yeah, it's not gonna go to no Motel 8.
You know, I don't think you need.
You don't think they would go to a
Them
motel?
kind of guys. Like, come on, man.
I mean, I was
Just-
thinking, you know what I was thinking? I was like, why do you want to be second?
Yeah, that's true. Like they just got done with another client.
Yeah. Like, like one man walks out and you walk in, and I'm just like,
right.
ugh.
It wasn't enough time in between
Like,
this.
clean up your kitchen before you feed another guest.
Right.
Like, come on, I can still see what he ate.
Goodness, God. This
Yeah.
episode of 3D Rivals is rated M for mature.
Sorry.
This is for a mature audience.
You use the metaphor, but
Yeah. But yeah, I agree with everyone at this table.
I was just like, huh.
Hey, call me and tell me, hey, give me an hour or two.
right, but like you actually seeing the guy.
Right,
walk away.
dude walked away and
Got
pulled
his
it
Like,
off.
they walk
everything.
past each other.
And you're like, all
Yeah.
right, cool.
But it's a little for me. Hey, yo. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on, I can't do that.
Nah.
Did you take a shower?
She did not.
It was
Maybe
not
might have
enough
took a
time.
bird bath,
Right.
but that's about it.
Do you
Was it
have?
enough
Well,
time?
no, it wasn't enough time for that because she said that she thought it was dude coming back.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Because when he
For the
knocked on the
product
door.
that we're talking about, I think you need to do more than a bird.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying. Like,
Absolutely, you do.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I was just like. Okay.
But hey, in that world, it's
You do you.
You do you, bro.
I mean, I guess some
different
people
level of
do,
standards, I
you know,
guess.
I don't know. But overall, I thought that was a really good story. It was compelling. And it was
Yeah.
really good.
I think so. I was definitely captivated, wondering how he's gonna get out of this and who he gonna call up and this, that, and the other. I'm like, man, what you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
It was good though.
So, random movie facts.
Oh, I did want to mention before we talk about that is the music in this movie. I thought was great.
Oh
yeah,
man, they had some good songs.
Yeah, they did
in there,
have.
man.
Music
Yeah.
was definitely good. I
Those
was
some good
bobbing my
songs.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, all
For
right
sure.
now.
Yeah.
The music can make or break a movie.
Mhm.
Definitely set the tone for the movie from the get go.
I dig it.
So not a whole lot of facts. I guess people don't really talk about this movie a whole lot.
Okay.
All right.
I hadn't heard of it until
Oh really?
Really?
until just now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah. Well, I only got one. This is now a TV show on the Netflix.
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah,
saw
yeah, I
that
saw
because
that.
I was looking to watch the movie, and I
And the
was
TV show
like,
came
I was
up.
like, did she suggest a TV show?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Next time I'll start telling you guys what channel it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have watched both seasons of the TV show. I like it.
I do
Yeah.
not like the TV show.
And honestly, I like the TV show better
That
than
is
the movie.
complete nonsense.
Wow.
Complete nonsense.
But
Okay.
I was telling Destiny earlier today, it could be because I seen the TV show first before I've seen the movie. Like watching the movie this week was my first time seeing the movie. And she has seen the movie and read the
And
book.
read the book, yeah.
So it's like my take on it is a little different because I seen the TV show.
And this is also coming from the people who recently watched Batman Forever
And said they liked it.
Said they liked it. Yes.
Yeah, you good point. I don't trust your opinion.
Dan, do you have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with it at all.
Okay.
No, I don't trust your opinion.
I
The
don't have a
movie is
problem
like
with it at
100
all.
times better than the TV show. Like I never finished it. I stopped at like episode 2. Just like nope.
DJ watched the first 2 episodes of the show and let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch TV show. See what's up with it.
I mean the trailer was good.
The trailer. was
The
good?
trailer?
The trailer to the
I mean, there are a
TV
lot
show.
of things that have good trailers.
That's what I'm saying.
Then I go
And
see
then
the
they
movie
fall
and
flat.
I'm
I'm
like,
like-
That's what I'm saying. Like I watched the show, was just like these characters.
I
ain't
like
right.
the show.
I'm gonna check it out. See what's up. See what's what.
Wasn't feeling it. So we all know that Matthew McConaughey is a sponsor for Lincoln.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, it was not associated with this movie. I don't know what they were thinking. His sponsorship came like 3 years later.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Well, maybe it was because of this movie, and they're like,
Was
hey.
it? Like,
Let's
I mean, that's
start
the
thinking about
perfect
something.
time.
Yeah.
When I drive my Lincoln.
Literally,
Well,
like,
like somebody. So what happened was,
When I
so
drive
nobody
my
watched this
Lincoln,
movie,
When I drive
and
my
then
Lincoln.
like 3 years later, somebody from Lincoln watched this movie and was like, "We should get Matthew McConaughey."
that's exactly what happened.
That is what happened.
Probably.
Because in those Lincoln commercials, Matthew McConaughey is sitting in the back seat.
No, he's driving some
He's
of them.
driving in some of them.
There were like 3 commercials with him sitting
Does
in
it
the back,
really
which is
matter
weird.
Which position in the car he's in? The bottom line is Lincoln missed an
Yeah, but I
opportunity.
want to
What
know
matters?
why he's sitting in the back of a Lincoln
because
that's
he's
not
rich
driving.
and have a driver.
Yeah.
It's Matthew McConaughey. When the last time you think this man drove a car?
He probably drives.
He probably
more often than
drives.
We know.
He probably
Yeah.
drives.
I mean, you got plenty of actors that aren't.
He seemed like he drives.
like on.
Yeah, he looks like a
time.
driver.
He does look like he drives his own car.
Yeah.
Looks like a
That
driver.
is true.
Got
I
that
agree
hair.
I mean, you got
Yeah.
with Keanu Reeves taking the train.
yeah.
In what
Yeah, and Christian
state?
Bale still drives that old Toyota.
Oh, Toyota what?
It's like a little Toyota pickup truck, Toyota Tacoma, something like that.
It's a car.
Really?
Yeah. Or like, wait, no, it's a van. It's a van.
Oh.
No.
It's an old
He
Toyota
got like
van.
9 kids or something? Well, he got
I don't know,
many
but I know he said he don't really like acting.
well.
Well, I mean,
Then you got Kawhi Leonard with his old Chevy Tahoe.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone doesn't need
you
to
don't
have,
have.
you know what I mean?
I mean, it's better than buying a Lamborghini.
I agree.
yeah.
It's
Mhm.
a waste
I mean,
of money.
I wouldn't do it just
No.
for the prestige and the
Yeah, to
looks
say
or
you
whatever.
have one.
Like,
Yeah,
nah,
like
I'm good.
my son, not knowing anything, he's like, "Oh, I want a Lamborghini," and I'm like, "It's a waste. Don't. It's a waste of money.
So it's especially
Like, there's no reason for anyone to get a
There's really not.
Lamborghini.
It's really not.
it's just to say you have one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
it costs way too much.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's-
talk about
it's
speed, I can get a
impractical.
fast car for way cheaper.
It's not practical
No,
and insanely uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
because it's a sports.
It's
car.
like you're
Yeah.
like sitting
pure
down. It's like you're
sports car.
laying down to drive.
Yeah, like there's no comfort in that.
Have
car.
you gotten out of a Chevy Corvette?
Yes,
It's like
I will
horrible.
never buy one.
It's like sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
Yes, you got to pull yourself
And I
up
was
and
in,
out of
I
the
was
car.
in my 20s, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I'm like,
okay, how do I actually get out of this?"
I'm like, I just can't see myself doing that on a day-to-day basis. Even
Yeah.
on the weekends, I just don't want.
Yeah.
I
well,
need
I'm saying, what
comfort.
if you have that car that? Well, some people, that's not your only car.
But yeah, it
Yeah.
shouldn't
Like your
be.
other
It
cars are
shouldn't
Honda.
be.
Some people. There's a lot of people that only have a Camaro. A lot of people that only have a
Well,
or
those are
Challenger.
people that,
That doesn't make
I
any
saw a
sense.
person in the wintertime, they only had a Charger. this is back when I had my little cruise. No, I had my Nissan Leaf. Yeah.
Mm.
And they were stuck in the snow, and I was rolling past
Oh.
my little Nissan Leaf like, oh, is your Charger stuck? It's stuck in the snow, huh? Oh.
I wonder
Oh
why.
yeah, that real fast driving with your rear wheel drive really helped you out here, huh? Did it? It didn't.
Like you can make it work if you prepare for it.
You gotta prepare.
But if you got the same tires on, no weight in the back still, and they're bald from all that speeding that you've been doing all summer long, yeah, you ain't going nowhere in the wintertime.
No.
Sorry, dog.
It's not. I mean, I got a rear wheel drive car. And those times I don't put those winter tires on.
Yeah, you feel that.
You can feel it. I had this little Volkswagen just drive past me like, what is your problem?
Believe it or not, there's people that live in the Northeast that have rear-wheel drive pickup trucks.
That's a thing.
It is a thing.
Yes.
Really?
Because they're
Yeah.
without
If it's
4x4,
if it's not all wheel drive, it's rear
then
wheel
it's
drive.
rear-wheel drive.
Somehow I just feel like a pickup truck was just a 4x4.
No,
No.
not all pickup
No,
trucks.
I mean,
are
like, why
4x4s.
would you buy one that's not a 4x4?
Yeah, right.
I
Why
don't
would
know.
you buy one?
But no.
That's not 4x4.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't, but
Like,
people
I feel
do
like
it.
my car makes sense.
Well,
I
yeah.
feel like
It's a-
pickup
well,
makes
yeah.
sense.
It's a sedan.
It's a sedan, yeah.
Like,
But a
you
pickup
don't
truck,
need,
though?
you don't need a 4x4.
Yeah, I just feel like that doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
Mm,
People do it.
okay.
People do it. Then they get stuck and
Interesting.
start fishtailing because there's no weight back there.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. Like, it's just too big of a car. Just,
Yeah,
Agreed.
it's hard because you're trying to push your car through the snow.
yeah.
With, again, no weight. So,
Ridiculous.
there's that.
All right, so that was all the.
That was
Movie
my
facts?
last random movie fact. It was slim pickings.
All right, so
Alright.
nitpicks. I already mentioned the very nice house she had as someone that was struggling for money. But all right. Because, like, all right, if you're talking about high-end ones, they're not doing it because there's nothing else for them to do. They're doing it because they're making money.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like, I mean, that's just the answer. If
But that's
you're,
not what her. I mean, she didn't go in like this is what my career's going to be.
yeah, but like, how hard is it for her to get? If you're high-end,
Mhm.
I think you can get out. Like,
Right.
But then she would have to go get a job. What's she gonna do? She can't put that on her resume.
that is true.
Maybe not, but
I don't know.
Depends on how you word
Invest
it.
in the stock market.
it depends on how you word it. I have
depends on
many satisfied clients.
Yeah, I was self-employed. I provided a service.
service,
Yeah.
a consulting
Um,
service. And my clients were always satisfied when they went home.
I had returning clients.
Right.
You're right.
Some
yeah.
days I had 2 clients. But yeah, it just depends on how you word it.
Yeah.
You can make
But
it
yeah,
work.
she can make it work on her resume.
I'm still saying that, like, you
She
can't
have
say
good
she's down and
references.
out.
she
have really good
She
references.
would have good references.
Really great references.
I don't think so.
I think she would. Like, that's my customer.
I feel like most people aren't going to be like the guy they put on the stand. They're not just going to be out there like,
That's what
well,
I'm saying. Most
yeah,
people are gonna
yeah,
lie.
I did, you know.
Yeah, because most of them are probably like all married or something.
True.
You know, like, again, this depends on the way they word it. You can get yourself out of it.
So do y'all two have any nitpicks?
I feel like I had one, but I can't remember what it was. Wait, no, that's not really a nitpick. I feel like that was just like part of his strategy when he had the guy recording outside the courthouse.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sticks.
sticks.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's just
they-
part of the strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just part of the strategy. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
well, that's pretty cool. Not
Yeah.
really a nitpick, but I don't think I had no nitpicks. He did drive drunk a lot,
He
He
did.
did. There was
He
a
did.
lot
There
of
was a lot of drunk driving
in
in
this
here.
movie.
and I'm like, as a lawyer, I think you're
Hmm.
kind of loose with the drinking and driving. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Yeah.
that might be why he lost his license.
Yeah,
Could
they
be.
did mention that.
Could be.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, we'd be surprised how many police
Oh,
officers.
you
are
know
loose with the
what?
Drinking and driving.
Yes,
Yeah, I bet.
it is because that's what it picks up at the TV on the TV show.
You see, you bringing up this
Okay.
nonsense. Okay, tell you that is not why he lost his license. Because so
You can see the
I could be wrong, but go
intensity
ahead.
in her face.
I
well,
know.
the TV show might have said that, but it's wrong. Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong.
So in a TV show, he's coming back to being a lawyer after a year of being off
Yeah.
because he got into an accident, which was a surfer accident in the TV show.
Yes.
In the books, it picks he's missing for a year because after he gets shot,
Mhm.
it takes recovery time and all of
Mhm.
this, and then he gets addicted to painkillers, and then
Yeah.
he's gone for a year.
Yeah.
I do not like on a TV show you take your client shooting you and turn that into I fell off my surfboard.
Well, on the TV show, he was using that as an excuse. He's recovering.
From his
Addict.
injuries from a surfboard accident, not the fact that his client shot him.
So did the surfboard accident actually happen, or was that just a
No.
cover up?
Completely made up.
I gotta.
Well, I think
No, I mean, like, was it a
in the
cover-up from the
show?
court?
I think it actually
was
happened.
not. It was
Oh,
not a
okay.
cover. In the show, they changed it to a surfboard accident.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's kind
That's
of
what
weird.
I'm
Why
saying,
would y'all
that's
do that?
stupid.
No, but when it continues on, he was using that as an excuse that he did get shot.
You did only watch the first 2 episodes.
Mm.
You think they cleaned it up?
Maybe they did.
Oh.
No, he
I don't know
did.
if
He
they
did
cleaned it up.
mention that he got shot. Only his family knows. He tells everybody else it was a surfboard accident, but the surfboard accident happened after he got shot.
Somehow I don't.
And he
believe
got into a surfboard. The surfboard accident happened because he was high off of pain pills. That's why he had the surfboard accident, because he was already high.
I'm gonna say right now, I don't believe his explanation for this. But
So
I'll
how
watch
do you
the
have
show.
a surfboard accident? Like that?
Right, that's what I'm saying. He was high
Yeah, I was like, what kind
because he got
Hold
shot.
up, maybe they should have changed it to like a shark attack.
Oh no! I mean, well, that's kind
But
of
the
hard
thing
to
is,
think.
is because he got shot.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
I don't believe this because that's not. But you know, it's been a while, so
I gotta
I'm
see
gonna
the show.
watch it and then we're
It's a
gonna circle back
one-tooth
to
shark.
this.
You're right. One hole
One-
from a shark attack.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why he had the surfing accident, because he was high off of pain pills.
I don't think that's correct, but okay.
I'm gonna have to watch the show.
So no other nitpicks from it.
I have
No, I
one
didn't really have one.
kind of.
Okay.
Like I was really trying to find something wrong with this, and it was hard to find things wrong with this.
Yeah.
So they're basically framing him for his investigator's murder.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think they were moving too fast? Because if he gets arrested for killing Frank, I think his name, that's not his name in the book, but I think it's Frank in the movie.
It is Frank. I don't know in the book, but yes, in the movie
Yeah,
In
it's
it's
the,
Frank.
in the book, his name is Raul.
Okay.
He won't be able to finish the trial.
No, he would need a new lawyer.
Yeah, I just feel like y'all
That was
like I
stupid.
know you did that in order to like keep him under your thumb,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but I felt like
But if he gets arrested,
if he gets arrested,
he needs
Then
a
you
new
don't have
lawyer.
your lawyer anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this new lawyer
And then-
can come forward with the other case information.
it's like I just
Yeah.
thought like maybe this wasn't the best plan.
It wasn't.
But-
Well, yeah, they're not smart.
No, they're just.
But
a bunch
most
of
criminals,
entitled
I mean, even in real life, they get in their own way. After a while, they get in their own way, and that's how they get caught.
I mean, you could always not commit the crime. So
True.
that's
people. There's also that.
It is
That's
also
always a choice. Sure. Agreed.
Yeah.
But you know,
all right. Well, then, are we ready to rate the movie?
Yes.
Okay. At the beginning of watching this movie, I was ready to give it best movie ever. I'm gonna give it. I would pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think the ending kind of wrapped up kind of too
Too quick.
Too quick.
It
Yeah.
was like, yeah, because I think you build up all of this tension and suspense, and it's like, okay, this is how we just gonna clean it all up. But I don't
Yeah.
know how else you do it. Like,
I don't either, but
I don't either. I thought that he was actually going to get his hands on his daughter, and like maybe actually almost kill her or something. He was going to have to
that's
find a way
messed
out
up.
of
That
that.
girl was like
oh
5.
my gosh,
Yeah,
no.
but you know,
No.
I was hoping it wasn't going to happen. Don't get me
No,
wrong.
I didn't want that at all. I liked it better that he was sitting on the porch of the house waiting for him. Like, okay.
Yeah. I just
And his
expected him
family
to get
was
to his
not
daughter before
inside.
that.
His family was
Yeah.
not inside, and he had the biker gang waiting for him. Perfect.
Mhm.
hmm
That was messed up.
Honestly, that'd have been a good ending. Like if it ended after that scene, like he's just walking away. while the
Nah,
old boy
there was
is
still stuff that needed to be answered. I needed some stuff.
getting, like who killed Frank?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I did need that because we just kind of assumed it was him.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it was the mother.
Mm-hmm.
I guess which we didn't bring up before. So spoiler.
Yeah, it was the mother that killed Frank.
Killed Frank.
Yeah.
All right, so you're ready?
I think I'll pay for that. I really like this movie, and like watching it, I was trying to poke holes in it, and
Yeah.
I didn't really have too many.
I
issues
didn't
with it.
despise myself watching it like I did when I was watching Batman Forever.
Yeah, yeah.
Why
and
are you
I'm
looking at me? with this? I didn't make the movie. Yeesh.
And I wanted for us to do a different kind of movie than we normally do.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed doing this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I like lawyer stuff.
I would
man.
agree.
Yeah, I, don't
You
know.
know?
I thought you
I
guys
do
were
like
gonna,
legal stuff, especially when they keep it accurate.
Yeah, I thought you guys were gonna hate me for picking this movie.
What?
No, honestly, when I seen it, I was like, oh, okay.
Because I had like partway watched it before. I was actually watching it while I was folding clothes, but I had partly watched it and I wasn't really paying attention, so like I didn't really finish it. So this time I actually paid attention and watched. I'm like, wow, this is actually a really good movie.
Yeah.
And usually I be making fun of Matthew McConaughey because he always be sounding the same in like every movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But when he brings it, usually it's when he's playing a lawyer, like an Amistad or A Time to Kill.
Mm-hmm.
Amistad.
2 movies we would never do.
No.
But good movies if everyone wants to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, check him out.
But we won't be doing it here.
Why not?
Look
We'll
it
talk
up.
about it after the podcast.
3 Robbers
I
After
think it
Dark.
kind of shows
Tune
that
in.
like he can be a really good serious actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his character even through the whole movie was like real swaggy. I'm like, this
Yeah.
dude is like he a slick talker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he one of them dudes.
And I
he'll-
feel
he'll
like
ask you
to be a
question
good
and have you
defense
questioning your
lawyer,
mind.
you have to be.
Yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
gotta be. To be a lawyer, period, I feel like you have to be like
Yeah.
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
some kind of good talk. Because the other lawyer that he was up against in the trial just did not have the same.
Milton.
Type of- yeah.
Milton?
Mitten?
Yeah.
Milton.
Yeah, he did not have the same type of presence in the courtroom that
No,
Matthew
but
McConaughey
in the
had.
story brings out that guy likes to cheat to win.
Oh.
Yeah, he did that in the.
Which is why the whole thing with the snitch came up because like
Mhm.
Ryan Phillippe's character didn't say nothing to that man, but he was
Yeah.
gonna put
Right.
that guy on the stand and be like, he told me
Yeah.
he beat up this girl. So basically, Matthew McConaughey character used that to his advantage,
Yep.
Yeah.
discredit him while all at the same time using it to his benefit.
Yep.
You see how fast he walked out the courtroom after, after they got done with the judge? He was like, I gotta go. I can't talk. He was gone.
Yeah.
The judge told him a new one though. Like,
Messed
he
him up.
was like,
So,
you know what
uh,
you did to my case?
Dan, what's your rating?
I would pay for that. I'd definitely pay for that. I definitely like the movie. I was captivated.
I'm not gonna give in to peer pressure. I give it a watch. One phone
Oh
club.
man,
Oh
no,
God.
no,
Oh.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
There is no
Yes.
way this is a watch.
All right, we
I actually
always-
rewinded it a few times. 'Cause I'm like, I feel like I missed something. Like, let me run. Like, what did he say?
It was a
I'm
good.
like,
It
okay.
was a good movie.
So how is it watch while folding clothes?
So I'm not
I would
giving
like to
in.
make the disclaimer that we've often said that decent movies have been watched while
But this
folding
is
clothes.
better than that.
I know.
Definitely.
I agree with you. I just wanted to make it clear so people don't go back. Watch while folding clothes is not a bad.
Right, it's not a bad rating.
No. I'm not defending you. I'm defending our previous ratings. This is better than a watch while folding clothes.
It definitely is. Like, it does not even make any sense. Like, there's. What is it about this song where this is only a watch while folding clothes?
I just didn't like some of the plot.
What? Would you gonna sit here and defend Batman?
Like, some of the plot, this is the same person you didn't have any issues with it because there were no nitpicks.
There was no nitpicks.
What's wrong with the plot then?
There's nothing wrong with
Usually
the
when I
plot,
have a
then.
problem with the
Choke
plot,
on
I have a
ginger
ton
ale.
of nitpicks.
Oh, God.
All right, see, this is what we're saying.
That was dangerous.
Three Rivals audience, we can't trust
That's what.
Derek's.
Yes, you can.
No, you
No, we
proved
can't.
it.
Yes,
Like,
you
like,
can.
Your opinion does not.
I like the TV show better than the movie.
Now I don't know.
I need to watch the TV show though. I can't say nothing until I watch the show. I gotta
What
watch
about
the
the TV show is better than this movie?
I just thought the story was better. I didn't like how
It's the same
I
story.
didn't like how they killed Frank in this movie.
I mean, none of us
I
liked
didn't-
how they killed Frank.
Right, we're not rooting for his death, so
show. One in the chest and one in the head.
yeah.
Should have
So-
put some more hairspray in his hair. Probably would have stopped that bullet.
I mean, he had a helmet.
You had a helmet?
A helmet. A
A
helmet.
helmet.
Helmet? All right.
That's a helmet.
That's a new invention.
Hmm.
I just liked the TV show better.
So you dislike this
Gotta check it
movie?
out.
I didn't say I
because
disliked
they
the movie.
killed a character that you liked.
Yeah, but I didn't say I disliked the movie.
I can't say it on here, but that was funny. That part when it was in the asking him what happened. He was like, "Oh, I stand corrected."
That was funny.
It's like,
Oh my goodness.
That was
I was like,
talk about
okay,
that offline.
yeah, we'll do it all.
I was like, oh wow. But that should have given some stuff away too about
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Felipe's character, just the type of
Yeah,
person he
the
is.
type of person he was.
Because that was nothing to correct.
Yeah, he's
Right.
like insistent on
like-
being disrespectful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I'm like, come on.
Like we brushed past it the first time you said it, but then you were
Right.
like, no.
Like, no. I'm like, I stand corrected. All right.
All right. Yeah.
Hilarious.
So okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's outvoted. The rating from 3D Rivals is.
I'll pay for that.
I would pay for that.
I would pay for that.
Mm.
Oh.
So
So if you haven't seen The Lincoln Lawyer, we've given away all the plot twists. So sorry.
Well, oddly enough, the trailer did. I was like,
Oh,
because usually I watch the trailers for movies.
you do? I don't.
I usually do too, but I didn't this time.
Yeah, no, they tell you the whole thing. You already know Ryan's character is evil.
See, that's why you don't watch trailers.
That's why you don't watch trailers.
But go watch it again. It's a really good movie. You should
It
check
It
it
is.
out.
It
this,
is.
This definitely goes on my recommended list of
Yeah,
movies.
it is rewatchable.
Mm-hmm.
I give it that.
So yeah. And if you want to,
He's literally not making any sense.
I mean, I have suggested people watch some of the movies we've rated. Watch while folding clothes. I once again I find myself having to defend the rating, but not Derek's reasoning on this movie.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyhow, yes, make sure you follow us or subscribe wherever you're listening. Wherever you listen to your podcast, and catch us in the next show.
That reminds me of what the Joker said in Batman. Remember that?
What?
When he was like, I'm like a dog chasing cars. Like, I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. Sometimes I just do things. It's kind of like that.
Derek's just doing
like
things.
I'm just doing things.
Goodness. All right, we'll catch you guys next time.